And we're back!
Yes.
So, I saw something earlier today that got me excited.
It wasn't.
So, there's been a game for the Switch that I'm keeping an eye on. It's part of the reason why I went out and bought one when I did, aside from the fact, like, Toys R Us was going out of business and they kind of discounted the price of it. Octopath Traveler, which looks really cool. Like, I first saw this...
I may have heard of that.
Yeah, I first saw this as, like, when it first was announced, I think for was it on the Switch release list when it first came out? I forget. When it was first announced, I think at, like, an E3 or something. I saw it, and it was looking really, really freaking cool. Because it's kind of like, think of, like, Earthbound and its style of, like, NES or SNES graphics, right? And pixelated characters and such, or even better, Chrono Trigger would be a better example of this.
Oh,
how
okay.
That looks, right? So take that style, but make the world more like a pop-up book. Make it like Paper Mario almost. Like,
oh, I'm digging that art style.
Yeah, take that 3D style that Paper Mario has and apply like all the texture and like designs from Chrono Trigger. And that's about what Octopath Traveler looks like. And it is a JRPG.
Oh.
It looks so good, and I'm excited to play that. And that's coming out, like, I think it's June 13th. And they just revealed the 2 final heroes on the Nintendo YouTube channel. So we saw that. We got an announcement for some more powers that these guys have. As well as some interesting combat mechanics. So I think this is probably the last we're going to see before it gets released. So I'm excited. I can't wait for that game to drop. Boo! Alright, once we get to that fight, I'm putting that through. I'm really curious if I have dialogue. So yeah, that's something. What else was there? Alright, Dark Souls Remastered is coming out in like 10 days this video. So, at the very least I'm going to try to get myself a Solaire amiibo. Because my god, I do not have any Dark Souls figurines. And to have something from Dark Souls like that, that's not that expensive, I'm down for it.
Oh yes, and Sonic Mania Plus appears to be a definitive edition.
Okay, so it's like any extra DLC that already exists will be added to it.
I'm not 100% sure if it is like a definitive edition, or if it's just all the new stuff that's in Plus.
I assume it would be all the... You know, normally when you have like a definitive edition or an ultimate edition or anything like that, it generally ends up being like all of the DLC as well as all of the patches up to the current point. Just in there now.
Okay, because Plus seems to have stuff that's just coming out now as well. Mm-hmm. Like the 2 new characters I was telling you about, one of which hasn't been in the game since the 1980s. A flying squirrel.
Okay, a flying squirrel?
Yes.
I mean, I can see that.
Yay, the flying squirrel, who is only in an arcade game. And Mighty the Armadillo, which, from what I understand, was one of the original concepts for Sonic.
I think I've seen the Armadillo before. I forget where, though. I think it might have been in, like, screenshots of an Archie comic.
Any dialogue?
Nothing.
No.
That's upsetting. Also, no dialogue with Gotenks.
Although, I did play this one game years ago. I think it was Sonic Mega Mix, which is like this hugely expansive, really, really well done Sonic 1 hack mod, whatever you want to call it, but it had Shadow and Mighty as playable characters, each with unique abilities. And I remember loving that game.
Huh.
It even contains other Genesis music in the level themes.
Hold on, Gotenks has something to say.
What do you want to do once these pesky waves are gone? Me? I want to fight someone really strong, but on my own without any help. You know what I mean?
You want to kick me out? I get it.
It's fun fighting linked up with you, but one-on-one is where it's at.
Ouch.
Alright, let's bash some bad guys so we can get back to normal.
Fucking giant hair. Never get into that. Alright,
And like the volleyball donut is one of my favorite attacks.
So stupid. Alright, does Yamcha or Gohan have anything to say to her? I mean, she's an intellectual and so's Gohan, so I'm curious. Nope! Still no dialogue. Lovely.
And I know you hate the stupidity of the volleyball donut, but
I don't hate it. It's just ridiculous.
But
How do it
I
makes it
just
fun?
wish there was a fighting game out there where everybody had ridiculous attacks like that. And I know I could always do Mugen, but I just wish there was like a professionally made game that was just 100% balls to the wall crazy.
I'm sure there is.
Oh, what
I'm
was
not
that?
into the fighting games enough to really know.
Play Fighter. I think that game was a little bit weird.
Nope, he covered before you.
Did you ever play Clay Fighter?
I have not. I've seen it. I've not played it myself.
Oh! That reminds me. Maybe you might not want to do it on here. You might want to do it on Switch if we ever get around to that, but Neverhood. I was telling you about it. It's like a Myst-style adventure game, but it's all 100% claymation.
Huh. That's interesting. Oh, that's right. I was also telling you about Tengami, which is literally like an origami storybook kind of setup.
Oh, yes.
So I don't know if we could ever get around to that one. I barely played it, so I don't really know what's involved in the game itself.
And I vaguely remember Neverhood up to a certain point, so up until like the first half or something, I'll be able to go through the puzzles. Help you out. But the puzzle I remember the most is you're in this lab and one of the capsules has property of Bobby on it, and two, there's a locked door with colored crystal. Can you guess what the password is?
Is it colored crystals?
No. What the colored crystal order is to open the door?
What colors are available?
I believe all the colors of the rainbow. All like 7 colors of the rainbow.
Is it crazy to assume that it's in the normal order that you would expect it to be for a rainbow, or no?
No, you only have 5 slots.
Okay,
I give you all the information you need to solve that puzzle.
I'm going to say you leave out purple, and you leave out orange.
Actually, blue, orange, blue, blue, yellow. The sign said property of Bobby.
Oh, pfft.
I remember it took me like a few tries before I'm like, okay, there has to be a clue out here somewhere. I went into the other room, came back around, I'm like, huh, let's try that. It worked.
I don't even know what to say to that. Just, it's the property of Bob. Jesus Christ. So tough.
Well, it is a Myst style puzzle. And I guess, like, if you know what you're doing in Myst, like, some of the clues maybe, like, oh, that's so obvious.
I don't. Like, why don't I just play Dance Chemical or something? Yamcha, don't you learn? It's better to be on your baseball team than it is here. There we go.
And what's hilarious is on the back of the Neverhood is like a warning, like this game is recommended for players like 14 years and older. And it had all this like warnings on it, even though it's not violent. It's just a game.
Look at all these
Goku,
dead clones.
I think the whole planet's been wiped clean.
These
of
aren't even the
clones.
last ones we fought.
We managed to defeat a lot of them,
Generic
but it looks like she's
clones.
been busy too.
Yeah, now we must be the only ones that are left on her plate.
That means she has to fight us, right, guys?
Don't say it like that.
Good. We should all go out and say hello then. Yeah. There's no reason to sit around waiting for her to come to us.
I can feel 21's gigantic aura coming from over there. Okay.
But she's right behind us, guys.
And I remember, even though it had all these warnings on it, my mom was a little bit wary to get Rachel it, since Rachel's the one. Oh, we're jumping to this.
She's
So
the
we're
one that
fighting
got
Lava Land.
self-luck, which is weird.
Look, there she is.
So you're finally here! Well, it's about time. You didn't mean to starve me, you know. I've always been ready to devour you all.
Energy is huge compared to last time.
So, Goku, where do you want us to fight her? Any ideas?
Everyone, grab onto me.
I hope King Kai and we're just gonna fight her on King Kai's planet. Sorry, King Kai, I couldn't think of anywhere else to go.
Goku, what are you doing here? Oh!
Hey, Supreme Kai. Hey, old Kai. I decided to bring the fight here. You think it's all right, right?
Chapter 9. Again, a spirit bomb, of course.
I mean, the Spirit Bomb's only actually worked once. And this is another Majin that's
Where are we?
evil, so...
Looks like you're all in a pickle.
Hey, Supreme Kai. Where's Kibito?
Oh, Supreme Kai. How'd you know that I would be coming here?
Well, hello. I was just watching you all.
Where's the crystal ball that you were watching us through?
Oh my. Looks like Earth's been targeted by quite the monster.
No shit.
I'm so sorry, Supreme Kai, but this is the only place I could think of.
What about King Kai's planet? There's not even a deadly space pirate locked up inside of it this time.
Why is it, Goku, that you and your friends always have to bring your fights here to my world?
What the? We aren't on Earth anymore?
No, if we fought with 21 on Earth now, there's no telling what might happen. It's an ideal situation, because here we can go as wild as we want.
Why? Isn't it just another planet?
Goku, really? This is the great idea you had?
You fools! The sacred world of the Kais isn't your personal playground.
To be fair, I'm kind of disappointed in the Supreme Kai in Super. He kind of just plays lackey to the old Kai. He doesn't do anything.
No, I'm sorry.
And like in the Buu Saga, he's this huge threat.
Promise.
You've never made it up to us once so far, even after all the trouble you've caused.
Guess you're right.
Hey, Goku, I'm a little concerned. Do you think 21 will be able to follow us?
She just used you saw her use instant transmission earlier. She can follow.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure she'll have no trouble finding us.
There she is. Oh look! More delicacies as she looks at the
That's
Kais.
incredible! How did you make it here all supersonic? I guess you really are ridiculously strong.
And good at stealing techniques.
Oh, yes. I had quite the feast, and I saved all of you for dessert.
I'm not sure about that. I don't think I'm gonna taste like any dessert.
I can't believe this. You really think you can beat me without feeding? You haven't eaten anything, have you? I knew it! How stupid can you be? Stop trying to act like a goody two-shoes and just eat like your heart is telling you. It doesn't just taste good. It'll also give you such amazing power. I don't want any of that. Oh, that's great. What a relief that is. Now I'm free to claim all these delicious morsels for myself. Oh, yes! I'm going to devour every last one of you. Right now it's snack time.
So are we jumping right into the fight, or are we going through another map?
Right
Right into the fight!
Getting into the fight.
Let's, I
Let's
can't...
finish this.
I was gonna say, can I change my characters? I can't. Good. Give me the Goku and Vegeta. I'm taking my strongest in here.
So I remember Rachel and me, like, who played the demo of the game on some best of Windows something, but like, the game's not violent, it's a puzzle game. And my mom's like, well, okay. And I remember it was like brutally difficult for our 10-year-old and her 7-year-old brain.
Brutally difficult for your tiny little children minds.
Yes, because we couldn't think rationally in like higher puzzles. I mean, it took me a while to figure out the Bobby puzzle, even though it seems so obvious now.
Where is health regen? Yeah, give me health regen too. And I guess I'll throw attack power
Health
on.
up.
No, I got 2 regens going
Okay.
as well as attack power. I think I'm good at that.
Okay.
Because she's got what? Health regen 5. So let's go in. I don't know. Actually, you know what? I think we might have to take it off here as I pause the fight. Because I don't know how much longer this is going to go for.
Okay.
So, call it here. Catch you
Ooh,
next time on
exciting!
what I assume is to be the conclusion of this.
Yes.
See yas.